Hey guys, how are you? Did you all enjoy your weekend? I hope so. Hey Beauty, how are you? Hey N Units. Sally, yes, you can be added. You want to make sure that you are following the rules in the description. So you got to make sure you post the right emoji or keyword to be entered into the free list. And you said I didn't go to work today. Nice. Hopefully it just was a good day for you and you weren't calling out because you were sick or something. Hey Sharia, how are you? I think that's amazing. Nice day off. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and kick off the free list now. Everyone can go ahead and post their questions, and we'll do that for 15 minutes. Then we'll move on to donations. Today is a BOGO, so you will get a extra question for $15. You get 2 questions. You just donate to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. The donation list is open, and we're gonna go ahead and kickstart this with our free 15 minutes, and then move on. Alexandra, hi, how are you? All right, so Beauty says, will James text me this week? Will James text me this week? Show me a yes or no for Beauty, please. I am getting a yes with the Fool. Excuse my nails, guys. Some of my nail polish fell off. Think it's going to be his move, Beauty. He will be the one to do it. You guys will communicate. Sally says, have I met my next boyfriend already? Yes, Ace of Cups. Sharia, will I have a great time in Vegas? I hope so. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna go with that one because I was flipping over in my hands. I think you might lose some money in Vegas because the Five of Pentacles is here, but overall, I think you are gonna have a great time. Knight of Pentacles. Gonna feel very young and free. Hey, Eliana, thank you so much for the donation. Macy says, will the Leo reach out by the end of September? Please show me a yes or a no. I am getting a no, Macy. Group Holly. Will Chrisia reach out to me in the next 5 days with positive updates? Please show me a yes or a no. I have a yes. Wheel of Fortune. Bella Red is new here. Bella, next time make sure you put the correct emoji or keyword into the chat. But since you're new, I'm going to go ahead and just answer it. Will Bella Red find a new job soon? Please show me a yes or a no. I am getting a yes. This star. Becca B is back. Hey Becca, how are you? Will I have a good week? Show me a yes or a no for Becca B. Will I have a good week? I have yes, Knight of Swords, also Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Eliana, will Jay and I speak before the month is over? Will you show me a yes or a no? Will Jay and I speak before the month is over? Interesting. He wants to, Four of Wands, but right now he hasn't made the plan to do that. I'm getting a no. Alexandra, make sure you're putting the correct emoji or keyword, okay? Yeah, sure, says gotta watch my spending. That's what I got. Okay, Alexandra, I see. So did F like me or have feelings for me when we were in a relationship? Ah, I see, Alexandra. Okay, let's see if yes or no for Alexandra, please. I have yes, Two of Cups. So it could have just been a very immature mindset that this person was having throughout your relationship. The feelings were genuine. Rose, babe, will I go on a date soon? Rose, babe. Will I go on a date soon? Show me a yes or a no, please. We have a yes. Temperance. So soon might not be soon 100%, like depending, because timing is all relative. So when you say soon, I might be thinking before the end of the year, but you might be thinking within a week. So it all depends on what you're thinking. But Spirit's saying it might take a little bit longer than what you're expecting, but overall you are going to go on a date. I am getting a yes. Alex, 20. Show me a yes or a no for Alex, 20, please. I am getting a yes. Page of Wands. I'm not sure if they're going to do anything about it, though. The Page of Wands, it is action-based and it is gaining a perspective, but I feel like they could be a little bit immature in their, or underdeveloped in their actions regarding this. So, but I am getting a yes. All right, so we have 10 minutes on the clock. We're going to work through some more free reads. Make sure you guys ask your question. If you're interested in an extra free yes or no and you have not followed my Instagram or my TikTok, you can do that and let me know and I'll give you an extra question. All right, so Eliana is the first one confirmed on my donation list. We have 9 spots left. You get 2 questions for the price of 1. It's $15. Nyla says, is Elle from work interested in me? Show me a yes or a no from Nyla, please. Is Elle from work interested in Nyla? Show me a yes or a no, please. Ooh. The Empress almost tried to make its way out. Let's see. Is Elle from work interested in Nyla? Ooh, and I said the Empress almost tried to come out, and there we go, the Empress. So I am getting a yes. They are attracted to you. Make sure you guys are putting the right keyword or emoji into the chat. Karen Peralta. Does my ex Jay know that my grandpa recently died and some stuff about my life? Show me a yes or a no for Karen. Yes, Page of Pentacles. Medea says, is HM going to communicate in October? You're welcome, guys. Show me a yes or a no for Medea. Make sure y'all are posting the correct emoji or keyword into the chat, please. That's to add yourself to the free list. If you're not sure where to find that, you can read the description. I am getting a yes. 2 of Cups, wishes fulfilled. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And Unit says, is Jared more interested in me than XX? Show me a yes or a no for N Unit, please. Ooh. I am getting a no. I feel like, I don't know, have you put yourself out there? Have you expressed interest? Because it almost seems like they're not interested in anything right now. So maybe they don't know you're an option, possibly. The Nine of Swords is here. If you made it clear, I feel like they just they're not interested in anything romantically right now. They've got their guard up. All you guys have to do to be entered into the free list is drop the correct emoji into the chat or the correct keyword. You can find that in the description of this video. All you have to do is read it. That's the least you can do if I'm going to do a free reading for you. For those of you I have already answered questions for, if you would like an extra free yes or no question and you are not already following me on Instagram or TikTok, go look me up, follow me, let me know you did that, and I will give you an extra yes or no question. We have about 5 minutes left on the clock, then we'll be moving on to donations. First person on the list we have is Eliana. Donations are open. Eliana, whenever you're ready, you can give me your question. Both questions, or at least the first one, and I'll get to you very soon. We have about 4 minutes left on the clock for the free list. See mirror. Will I be in a relationship in the next 3 months? Ace of Pentacles, that is a yes for me. Something new, it feels like, not something already existing. Okay, Eliana, I have your first question. Purgati, is there any big change coming my way? Please show me a yes or a no. Ooh, I am getting a no for that one. No, and then no at the bottom of the deck as well. No big changes, pretty much consistent for the next few months. You're welcome, Semir. All right, we have 2 minutes left on the clock, guys. Again, at any point throughout this stream, if you've not followed me on Instagram or TikTok and would like to do that, I'm happy to answer another yes or no question for you. Just let me know that you followed me so that I don't confuse you with someone else. Meg says, does the Aquarius have good intentions? Does Meg wants to know if the Aquarius has good intentions. Please show me a yes or a no. I have a yes. 10 of Cups. Alignment, happiness, living in harmony, love, marriage. So, commitment. Purgati, I did answer your question. I got a no. You can scroll back a little bit in this stream to see your answer. We have a really good special today, guys. It's $15 for 2 questions. It's a BOGO. So for the price of 1, you get 2. All you have to do is donate to me on Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. You get a regular reading and extra question of your choice. We only have 10 spots for this. 1 is already claimed. So make sure if this is something you're interested in that you go ahead and order now so we can get you on the list. Less time to wait, and it's a guaranteed reading once you donate, as long as we have room for you on the list. Elion wants to know when we bring back the wands, like the dowsing rods. Is that what you're talking about? The dowsing rods? I can do those at any point. It's just hard for me to use the rods and put the questions on the screen at the same time, because I have to constantly like move my hands around. It becomes like I need 3 hands basically to do it. And when Queen was helping me moderate, she was on the back end of things and helping me put the questions on the screen, which was really helpful. I just find that reading cards as a form of yes or no makes it easier for me, but I hope to get back to the rods at some point. Elena jokes. You're welcome, Fergati. All right, so Elena is going to be my... Jakes, not jokes, Jakes. Elena is going to be my last reading for free, for the free list. If you guys do want an extra question answered, or you missed the free list and you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, you can do that for a question today. Elena Jake says, will the Leo ever offer a relationship? I am getting this star, but let's see what else we've got here. Will the Leo ever offer a relationship to Elena? I'm getting yes, your wish will be fulfilled here, Elena. Eliana, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like I love using the rods, don't get me wrong. It's kind of a lot to just try to do it all as one person. I'd want to have like someone in here sitting with me, like putting the questions on the screen and stuff. Rashima Hun, I am so sorry that the free list has closed down. Elena was my last reading of the day for free reads, but Rashima, if you're not already following me on Instagram or TikTok, you can do that to get your question answered. Or you can donate $3 for a yes or no. So we're working on Eliana now. First question is, I want to know, how is Jay feeling about us now that it's going on a week since we spoke? You're welcome, Rashima. Spirit, how is Jay feeling about their relationship now that it's going on a week since they spoke, please? All right. So we have the World coming out. Which, depending on what else comes through, I was holding my deck upside down. Those were supposed to be upright. Depending on what else comes through, I feel like he's getting some type of closure on the situation. Oh, this is a tough one, girl. Yeah. I honestly feel like he's held back. Like I'm getting that he is thinking to himself, like, there's probably more that I could have said or more could have done. But in the end, would the result have been the same? Would we still be in this situation? But he does feel like he didn't speak enough about what he was thinking or what he was feeling. So there is that. Let me see if I can get better light on these cards without like a glare. That's a little better. So I feel like he definitely feels like there's more things that he could have communicated to you, which he did not. But I think he's also thinking to himself, would that really change things? Would that change how, we've gotten to this place? But I think that he is questioning that. I feel like he's really processed the things that you were saying, the things that were going on in your mind, and what you were thinking to help you feel more grounded in this relationship. But yeah, I feel like there's just like, he feels like you put more into this than he did, and he is recognizing that. Ooh, because at first I thought the world was the yin yang card. Surprisingly, the yin yang came out. Give me 1 second here. Oh my gosh, sorry. I had to sneeze. So like nose itching, face itching, things like that does indicate communication coming in. So I don't know if that means that you're going to think to reach out to him. You're going to be like, oh, at some point, I'm just tired of this. I don't want to keep this going like this. I want to hear from him. So I'm going to go ahead and reach out. But thank you. But that does mean that he does want to communicate with you. And I think that I got that when I did your yes or no question, is that he wanted to reach out to you, but he just hasn't made the decision to do that. I still feel like he feels like this relationship is the most treasured relationship that he has in his life. I feel like he sees a lot of value in it, and he holds it, he cherishes it, like he holds it very close to his heart. I think what this is coming down to, for whatever reason, Spirit's telling me inadequacy, it's coming down to like his own perception of himself. See, he views you as a very high value, but high value person, and he doesn't view himself as equal to that. I think the more that you assert your demands and your expectations and things like that, the more he realizes that you are above him, and it just enforces what he already knows. So where that's good for you to speak your truth and tell him like what you need from this, what you expect from this, what you want, and what you're not going to settle for, it only just further validates his feelings of inadequacy. You said, I really do not plan on reaching out. It's only going to make it easy for him. I agree, Eliana, 100%. But at the same time, we all have our weak moments. So you never know. You know what I mean? You never know. But I think that's good. I support that. Like, if you can, make it so that he's the one making the moves. Because at the same time, when he's the one doing that, it does assert some type of level of authority in him, and that makes him feel good. So it's kind of like this paradox where he doesn't want you to set these boundaries, because then he feels like you guys are on the same playing field. But when you do, it makes him respect you more, but then it makes him feel more inadequate. Therefore, he feels that he needs to be the person to step up, and whether or not he's willing to do that is kind of something he's going through right now. To some extent, intuitively within his soul, he does feel like you guys will make it through this, but I think he's being a little naive with this, because I feel like you would move on from him if you really had to, and then he's lost his chance, and then what was this for? Yeah. Trying to see if I'm getting any other information. Yeah, for sure, see him in hermit mood. The world here, there's a person sitting in this, and it's like very much like a hermit card. And then we also have rest and rejuvenation. So I definitely feel like he has an energy of holding back and withdrawing from this. Not abandoning it entirely, but just kind of pulling back a little bit, stepping to the side to really figure out what he's going to do here. This is a funny one, Eliana. This is an interesting relationship because I feel like no matter what happens between you guys, it's like no matter how many years go by, and like let's just say, devil's advocate, we're hypothetically speaking, you go down a path where you guys just are not in a relationship and you move on to someone new. I feel like even still, you're still gonna feel this J around you. You're still gonna feel this person in your energy. And I think that even if you go pretty much every day without thinking about him, it's like he's still there. It feels, yeah. I mean, I definitely feel like this relationship that you guys had with one another, and he feels it too to some extent. To whatever capacity he has an understanding of like soul connections and things. You guys are, it's almost like it was like a destined meetup. Like it was like a contract or something is what it feels like. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about getting out and dating. It's weird. Like I'm sad this is going on, but I'm not heartbroken and crying all day. He always said no matter what, we'll always find our way back. And that's the thing. But at the same time, saying that is so beautiful. And it really is like the truth. But at the same time, it's kind of like a cop-out because it kind of means like right now I'm not able to be what you want me to be. I'm unavailable. And I have faith in us in our relationship. And it's almost like unfair to say something like that to you because it's like, why can't that work now? Why can't you just make it work now? Why does it have to be this thing that's in the future? So I almost feel like he says it to you so that way you understand how he feels about the relationship and how he values it and treasures it, and the significance that it means to him, which is beautiful to hear and know and be validated in that. But at the same time, it's almost like I'm not willing to do enough right now. Maybe later on, because our bond is so strong, later on we'll find our way back. And like that's kind of, that hurts, you know, like both ways that hurts. It's like a very bittersweet thing to hear. And you know, he can't guarantee that. Like you said, you're thinking about getting out and dating, so he can't guarantee that that is going to be the case. It's just like his hope and maybe his prayer that you will maybe hold out for him or something. You said yes. I said that to him. I told him if I get with the man that gives me everything I deserve, I wouldn't turn back. Exactly. Like that's what I'm feeling. I may be picking up on you too a little bit in this reading. But yeah, that's how he feels since it's been going on since you guys spoke. I think he's unhappy about it, but he's not willing to do anything to change that right now. He's definitely in a more like, I'm gonna be by myself and hang out with myself for a little while. Granted, he doesn't ever feel like you. I think he feels your connection is so strong that you'll always be available to him, and that's going to be his downfall 100%. But I do not see him reaching out really anytime soon, or at least he's thinking about it, but he hasn't made the decision to do it. He asked you for more time and you told him you've given him enough time. Yeah, you really have though. That will be his downfall. You'll always be the one for him that's like the one that got away. For those of you who are just hanging out, hi, how are you? I see some people hanging like in the stream. We are doing BOGO readings today. So basically what you get is a reading for $15 and an extra question. It's a buy one, get one. We have 9 spots open. So if you're interested, definitely place that donation now so we can get you confirmed. All right, so Eliana wants to know, will I meet someone new before the end of the year? Spirit, can you please tell me, will Eliana meet someone new before the year is over? Eliana meet someone new in love or romance. A new romantic interest before the year is over. Please show me a yes or a no. Ooh, this one fell on. No way! This fell onto like my arm like this. And when I flipped it over, look, the lovers. That is a yes. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Because I really didn't know which way this was going to go. But I am getting a yes. Alright, so can you tell me about this person? How will she recognize them? How will she recognize them? This feels like work. Through work or through friends, through people you know, the Hierophants. This doesn't feel like a dating app. This feels like a more physical meet, something like that. Maybe an introduction or something. Dang. Give me some more details about this person, please. Ooh. It says it's a new person, but the Six of Cups is coming through with the Judgment. That's almost like y'all have lived another life together before. So there'll be like instant recognition. I don't know if it's going to be instant recognition, like love at first sight, you know, like, but I feel like you're almost going to look at this person and then kind of like take a second look and then be like, and then, you know, you move on. But I think that once you guys, like, once you realize what kind of, you know, connection is really there, it's going to always take you back to the first day that you guys met, because you're like, I do remember specifically looking at him and thinking like, what is this, you know? But it's not like where you're deep in thought about it. It's almost like you just take a screenshot or snap a picture, a mental note when you first meet, because something feels familiar about them, but it's like it's not until a little bit later on that you realize like there's something here. You said that's so funny because I'm going to start going out and getting out there. Hell yeah. I think that's going to be amazing for you. So this does have a lot to do with your control. So that it really does depend on how much you actually put yourself out there, what you go out and do and things like that. And it also factors into allowing yourself to break down your walls, your barriers, and really be open. It's not like you have to close Jay off completely, but I think being open to the idea of someone new is really going to help this new journey for you here with the Fool. I am getting a lot of energy like it's going to be an established relationship, one that feels committal, I would say, and maybe long term. There's something about this guy long term. Like, this can mean, how will you know? This can mean he's coming out of a long-term relationship. You will get married to this person. I don't know. There's something about this person that's a very long-term thing, and I'm not exactly sure specifically. I can try to get an answer on that, but it feels like they've been through something here. Maybe they have been married before, or like in a long-term relationship that they'll be getting out of. They could be in a situation like you where they were with somebody, didn't work out, and they just decided to put themselves out there. But I am getting young energy, childlike energies. Could be they're younger than you. They could have a kid. Probably not. I don't know. I don't so much feel like they have a kid. I think it's definitely a possibility, but I feel like they're young at heart. What else? Yeah, let's figure out what this 10 of Pentacles is about. What is this 10 of Pentacles here? Yeah, he may have just gotten out of something long term. That's what just keeps coming through to me. Ooh, maybe he got cheated on. Maybe there's something where he lost trust and faith in the person he was with or something. I think you guys are going to have a slow start. Like, I feel as though it's almost like you guys are going to really take the time to get to know one another, just because you may feel a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit kind of cautious, like a little jaded or something. So I feel like it's almost like you guys are going to get to know each other on a very platonic level first, and then realize that there's something else that's developing here. So when I specifically ask if there's a new love interest that you'll meet before the end of the year, and I am getting a yes, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to get to that point before the end of the year. It's like you're just going to meet this person. He said, well, I don't want to go younger again. It could just be young at heart. I have to play into most of the interpretations of this card. It's like this is a childlike youthfulness here. So this could mean that they're just, very young at heart. It could mean they're literally younger. It could mean they literally have a kid. But there's something here that's youthful within this reading, which is why I just wanted to point that out, especially because the sun comes underneath the Queen of Pentacles, and this is like the mother card. I don't want you to think, oh, I'm gonna have to mother this person, but it does make me feel like there is an age difference, or there's something here talking about being a mom. You could have a mom, you could have a child with this kid, you know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of interpretations, which is why I want to throw it all out there that could play into why I'm seeing this here. But I do feel like it's a new start. It's a new person, like basically meaning you never physically met this human before that I am seeing. But yeah, so overall, yes, Eliana, that's what I've got for you. Thank you for your donation. That definitely makes so much sense. Okay, good. But you like it. Good. Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, like I said, the Magician was at the bottom of that deck, so just make absolute sure that and understanding that you have control of this outcome, and just make sure that if you really are wanting to get out there and do that, and you want to see who this person is, not to say that this person isn't going to come to you later than this year, but it all depends on your activity, I guess, your proactiveness. You said, yeah, I actually want to get out there. You're very welcome, Eliana. All right, guys, so I just finished up Eliana's reading. We are doing BOGO readings today. So if you are interested in getting a buy one, get one for $15, you can get 2 questions. We are done with the free list. However, if you are new to me today, I will still answer a yes or no question for you. And if you follow me on YouTube, or I'm not YouTube, what am I talking about? On Instagram or TikTok, and you are new to me on those platforms today, I will get you an extra yes or no question. So maybe if you missed the free list, but you've been here before and you want a yes or no question answered, you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok, do that. And then I will answer a question for you. Just let me know it's you so that I can confirm, because sometimes people have different handles, they have different names, whatever. But the donation list is open. Bella Red, you said you donated? Thank you very much. Go ahead and post your first question whenever you're ready. Okay, so you want to know who is for you. All right, let's take a look here. We're going to do, on the left side, we're going to do J, and then on the right side, we're going to do D, and I'm going to try to get as much information as I can to see who is for you. Okay, so Spirit's already telling me that the person you want to invest in more is Leo D. I think that Scorpio J is just going to end in a lot of disappointment. So you'd be safer to explore things with Leo D, or maybe expand on that relationship with that person. But let's see. Okay, so I see that your hope is that possibly Scorpio J is one of the people for you, but I see here nothing but closure coming towards you with the 8 of Wands. So what I'm showing you right now are cards of the underlying energy. However, what I'm seeing with Scorpio J is this person is not in the state to make decisions, make commitments, really give to you what it is that you want. Hopefully you're not in a relationship with this person, because I see a lot of waiting around for you to get what you want from the situation. I see a lot of sleepless nights, maybe worry or concern about the future, how the future is going to play out. I see that this person could possibly give you things to worry about in general. Maybe you're not sure if you should trust the situation. Maybe you're not sure if they're really, equally interested. I don't know, something along those lines. But also feeling very distant from this person, feeling like you just can't get through to this person. Like there may be some type of feeling like there's a wall up, or you feel like just maybe you're on the outside still with this person. And I view themselves, you said you are in a relationship with them. So that's okay. So this is exactly what I'm saying. I feel as though the future of your relationship is very uncertain, especially because you're questioning another person, whether or not they're good for you or not. Now, this could be a hiccup. This could be something possibly, that is just, it's an ebb and a flow, right? But I feel like specifically because I asked who was for you, Scorpio J or Leo D. For Scorpio J, I got a 3 of Swords, and that was heartbreak. I just don't think that this is going to necessarily go the way that you want it to. I think it's going to require a lot of patience for you. I feel like this person isn't necessarily giving you what you want. I feel like they're not asserting that Emperor position to be your other half. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's a lot of worry and concern and possibly distance. I see the relationship feeling very hermited, very secluded. You might feel isolated within the relationship. There's just some things, and even though at the bottom of this, I do see you guys have, possibly come a long way. The world talks about the end of a journey. I just feel like there is closure here, despite the desire for a 10 of Cups, a marriage, a family, alignment, harmony, things like that. I'm not saying it can't happen, but Spirit is telling me that this is going to take a lot of patience, possibly disappointment, things like that within this relationship. So let's move on to Leo D and see what we've got there. Now we did get the 7 of Pentacles for Leo D, talking about investing in this person more. Let's see. Interesting. This one's also the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there is a third party situation that's going on right now. It's very possible you're in a relationship and Leo D is also in a relationship, but it could just be the third party dynamic between the 2 people you're asking about and yourself. But I feel as though they're blocked in some way as well. You did. Okay, because it shows that this is a very independent energy, so it feels as though they might be on their own. I'm trying to understand this story, but the 9 of Pentacles can talk about this person being on their own, being fine, but it's more of a single energy. So whether or not this person's in a relationship or not, they view themselves mostly to be single. But there is that third party dynamic here. I think that they are very sad about the decision that was made. 5 of Cups talks about regret, sadness, loss. And I feel like they are in their Emperor energy. So you see the Emperor is in reverse over here with J, but it's upright with D. It talks about this person is willing to make those necessary, take those necessary actions, the things that you want, maybe more easily likely to fulfill what you would want in a relationship. So yeah, okay, it's making sense. He's viewing himself as independent from the relationship. So he's involved with someone, third party, right? 3 of Cups. However, he is viewing himself, he's questioning his relationship. He's viewing himself more independent from the relationship. He's not showing himself in a relationship over here. Honestly, neither is Jay, but at least with Jay, you have the 10 of Cups. But yeah, I think that he's generally very heartbroken, feels like he has to move on to a new beginning. From what I'm getting from this reading, Bella, is that this person is better suited for you, but maybe this person was available, so you chose this person. But I don't feel like it's going to go. I think you may be opening yourself up to some disappointment here. Maybe something that maybe it's going to take a long time to get what you want from this relationship. Not that it's not possible, but Spirit is telling me that this person is more suited for you, personality wise, relationship wise. At the same time, if they're not available, they're not available. But yeah, it's almost like if this person wasn't in a relationship, you might have chosen this person, is what I'm getting. And Spirit is saying they're more quality to invest in. Yeah. What second question can I answer for you? It can be related to this reading, or it can be a whole new question. We can look at the outcome of your relationship with Jay, like what you can look forward to with this relationship, what could happen here. I don't know, really anything. Let me know. All right. Anything new in my life? Like new beginnings? Any new beginnings in my life? Okay. Let's see. I feel like you are going through a transitory period, yes. I wouldn't say anything big that's going to like smack you in your face kind of thing. I'm not seeing a tower moment yet. But I feel like you are going through a period of transition and decision making. And I feel like when I say transitory, I mean like you kind of are at a pivotal place in your life right now to decide how you want it to be moving forward. It's almost like you're in energy purgatory at the moment because you're not exactly sure what your future holds. For example, what you should be with, who you should be with. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. Okay. So it's almost like deciding who to be with in a relationship with. It could be deciding as well as your future, maybe in your job, your career, if you're going to school, things like that. But I feel like almost like right now is a very pivotal point on your timeline for how your future is going to play out. And it's a matter of making a decision. A lot of times, the decisions we make impact and affect our futures. But I feel like this point in time on your timeline is almost like a very big decision. It's like a very big point in your life to be able to see how things are going to go moving forward. So I see here with indecision, I see even deciding to be single or be in a relationship could play a factor. I see you here feeling maybe a bit low spirited or unsure, uncertain. This can also talk about despondent or honestly unimpressed with your lack of options that you have going on right now. You could be just kind of going within to try to figure out what to do, where to invest, who to invest in. But I see a lot of competition here, and the Three of Cups is showing up again. So there is a lot of third party energy surrounding you right now, competition and third parties. And Spirit is saying like it's a matter of looking at things objectively, try to remove your emotion from it, try to decide what you want from this moving forward. So as far as like new beginnings, I feel like you have to get over this hump right here, this transitory period of time in your life. But I do feel like changes are being made and changes are coming for you. But I don't necessarily feel until you make that decision, I don't feel like anything big is going to happen for you. I think that it's more like recognizing the fact that you have control. So actually making peace with the decision you made in your love life, choosing a new career path or staying where you are. It's like I feel like everything in your life energetically is in this purgatory of like undecided, unknown, not really sure what's going to happen. And until you make decisions to make peace with every choice in your life and every area of your life, it's going to be hard for anything new to come your way because you're in a very stagnant, halted, suspended kind of position at this time. So yeah, the good thing about this is that you can make these changes. It's just a matter of in your mind claiming what you want and where you want things to go and who you want to be with and what career you want or moving forward with a certain project or passion. Or place where you live. You know what I mean? I'm giving examples. Hopefully, some of this is resonating with the examples that I'm giving. But basically, it's like I think that you're in this state of not really knowing and being undecided. And it's like, just claim it. Claim what you want. Make peace with where you are, or not. If you're not at peace with it, then make a change. Like I feel like a lot of this is in your control. So that is what I have for you, Bella Red. I hope that it resonated for you in some way, maybe give you confidence or clarity to move forward in certain decisions of your life. But let me know if there was anything else you were uncertain about, or maybe I can make things a little bit more clear for you. I do appreciate your donation tonight. You're very welcome, Bella Red. You have a great evening, okay? Alright guys, so I just wrapped up another reading. I have a few spots open on my list for donations. Tonight is a BOGO, so it's a buy one, get one. You donate $15 to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. You get a regular reading as well as an additional question of your choice. It does not have to be related to your first question. It can be a completely new question. Basically, you're getting 2 questions for the price of one at a flat rate of $15 donation. So if you want to get on the list, definitely do so. Let me know in the comments that you have donated so I can confirm it and we can get started with your reading. Hello, I speak. How are you? Just wanted to say hello. I'm so glad you stopped by. We just finished up a reading. How was your weekend? I'm doing really well. Got some things in the works just in my personal life, so I'm very excited about that. Had a nice relaxing weekend. I had a friend come over that I hadn't seen in a long time. She came to see my house and hang out. And yeah, just took it really easy. Had pretty much a lazy day yesterday. So overall, it was a really good weekend and a much needed, because I've been like burning myself out, like burning the candle on both ends, and I've been tired. You said your weekend was good, very well rested. Good. Yeah, it's just like a votive. I just threw it in the container. Yeah, it was really nice. Did you guys hear about Jupiter, I think, being like the closest to Earth that it's going to be in like a certain amount of time? And like if you have binoculars, you can see Jupiter's like rings, not rings, but like the pattern on Jupiter and Jupiter's moons and stuff. And apparently it's supposed to be like, besides the moon, like the brightest in the sky tonight. So you should be able to see it from wherever you are, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't own binoculars, so I'm going to have to miss out, but I still thought it was pretty cool. Hey Manor, how are you? You can be added to the donation list. Our free list is closed right now. So you haven't heard of it? Yeah, I was seeing it all over the internet today. I know. I wish that like she had a way for you guys to contact her and like tell her that you guys like miss her. I've always motivated her to get her own channel and things like that, but she's just off doing her own thing right now. Like I can understand needing like basically a cleanse from like YouTube and social media and things like that, because I feel like a lot of times I need it. Now I can't really do that just because part of my job is doing social media and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like she's got a lot going on right now, and I know that she like pops into other people's stuff here and there, but mine is very what is the word? Demanding, because I'm pretty much here every single day, a couple of times a day, and when she's got 2 full-time jobs, I'm sure it's like not easy. You hear him in the background. He's playing video games. He's in another room, but the microphone just picks up the sound really well. Well, I'm glad you had a really good weekend. Did you eat anything good? Tell me. He says, did I eat anything good? Yeah. Did you eat? Really, Luna? Look, what did I have? I had pizza. I had chips with salsa ranch on Saturday. We also got cheesecake bites for the company that I had come over. And then yesterday I made fried rice. So it's been a pretty good weekend with eating as well. You had marinated meatballs that are vegan, marinara sauce with brown rice. That actually sounds really good. I would love, like, if you're trying to do like healthy eating, I don't know if you're doing are you doing gluten-free? Are you, because I think that would be really good. If it was like a red sauce, like a marinara sauce. Oh, you said it was a marinara sauce, unlike some low carb bread or gluten-free bread or something like that. Have you ever had brown rice pasta? That stuff is good too. I find it's like integrity. It falls apart really quick. But as far as like being a pasta, comparable pasta, it's really good. I did. You just eat healthy. Yeah, it's marinara sauce. I think I go on like my healthy kicks and then I'm like, oh, right now I just need what's easy, quick, and not super fucking expensive because, yeah, I'm not living that life right now. Well, I am. I can be. I just choose to spend my money in other places, so. Brown rice pasta from Aldi's is really good. Like, literally the only bad thing I can say about it is that it falls apart really easily. Like, you have to almost cook it before it's al dente because it can like deteriorate and lose its shape. But as far as like taste and things like that, I love it. I usually make brown rice pasta with so many different things. We'll make Cajun pasta with brown rice pasta. We'll do all kinds of stuff, and my boyfriend loves it. He likes it, and I'm like, you can't really taste the difference, honestly. And brown rice, you kill two birds because it's easier for your body to digest the food. It keeps you full longer, and then also it's also gluten-free, which I pretty much should have to stick with for the most part, or as much as I possibly can. Thanks for liking the video. Girl, I could talk about food all day. All day. Honestly, something I haven't had in a while is Mexican food. Oh my god. I want Mexican food so bad. Some tacos. Just something simple. I don't even care. You don't have to get crazy with it. Just tacos sounds so good to me. But I really need to start like going for walks and stretching and shit because I just feel like such a bum these days. I do a lot of like sedentary work, and 33 years old, girl, I gotta get walking. You said you're married if your food is life. Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Fetus, hello, how are you? Pizza's my second boyfriend since JP is the first. Oh my god. Oh my god. So best night for you ever would be pizza when JP's around. You'd be in heaven. See, it's simple things. We don't need anything crazy. Have you ever tried this Mexican drink? It's called Champorado and Atole. No. No, I have not. What's in that? I see some people joining us. We're just hanging out. We do have some spots left for the BOGO where you buy one, get one. So for $15 donation to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, you get 2 questions. We have a couple of those spots open if you're interested. If not, you can just hang out with us. Our free list is closed for the night. However, you can donate $3 for a yes or no question to be answered, or if you'd want it for free and you're not already following me on Instagram or TikTok, you can follow me, search Luna Affinity, let me know, and I will answer a yes or no question for you. Also, if you are new to me today, I will answer a yes or no question. But otherwise, the free list is closed. Donations are still open. You said me and JP spent the night together once. We both ordered Papa John's pizza and ate pizza in bed. The best combo, pizza and JP. I was so happy. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I have a white comforter though. I don't think I could do that. But just the idea of just like eating pizza in bed. Oh my god. Tell me y'all got dessert. Pizzaholic. That's how I feel about tacos. I saw this thing online where it was like, flowers are nice and all, but this is what I want for my anniversary. And it was just like a box. Instead of a box of chocolates, it was like a box of tacos. I was like, hell yeah. That's the one. Luna, I'm about to donate. Hey, beauty, how are you? That sounds great, girl. I think I might have gotten it, actually. Let me confirm it. I speak. That's a good one. JP was the dessert. You're funny. You funny, girl. Beauty, I'm ready for you whenever you are. Do you guys have any plans this next weekend? Anyone do anything fun? We have the state fair going on where I am, so I think we're gonna try to make it to that. All right, so Beauty says James' current intentions and feelings. I feel like I want to pull out a different deck. You know what? This may not be, I love this deck. I'm obsessed with this deck. It may not be like the most prettiest visually, but it tells the truth. And I want to get just like objective understanding of what's going on here. It's like they all have accuracy, but this one's just like, it doesn't care if it hurts your feelings. It's just honest. So I feel like that's what we need here. All right, so Beauty wants to know James' current intentions and feelings. James' current intentions and feelings. I heard saw Page of Cups. So I feel like he's hopeful for his love with you. He's hopeful for it. So I don't know, Beauty, if you guys have had any kind of intimate encounter, like, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's happened recently, but I feel like guess what he really, really wants right now. He's just thinking sexually with you. Like, I think that he craves it. He wants more of it. I feel like he is invested in honesty. The issue is that I think he's getting a little too comfortable, Beauty, like telling you things that you don't want to hear. Because he feels, oh, well, I'm being honest with her. So he's like, he may tell you if he's talking to somebody, he may tell you if, you know, he may even go to the extent of if he hooks up with someone telling you about it, because he is invested in being honest with you. I feel like he feels at this point he doesn't want to hide anything from you. He just wants you to know what's really going on. But I do have to say the Three of Cups is here next to the Devil. Oh, friggin' James, man. I just feel like he's going to tell you, and he would tell you. He would be honest with you. But I feel like he still has his interest in other places that aren't just you, and something about that doesn't sit right with me, because You said he does tell you too much. You respect that. That's what I'm saying. Is like I can see him clearly. Like he is invested in communicating this with you, telling you these things. I feel like honestly, at this point, you really don't have to worry about him lying to you or anything, because I feel like he really does want to tell you things. Maybe even to the point of what you don't want to hear, but to be honest, he is thinking with his dick right now. Like that's what I'm seeing. I hate to word it like that. I have no other way to like phrase it. Overall, I do see old habits dying hard for him. I see him really trying to move on from these bad habits. Okay, so the Six of Swords talks about moving on from things that maybe have made your life more complicated, but moving on to from that to something that's better for you, to something that maybe feels more steady, more controlled, less messy, less complicated. So I see him wanting to do that. That is his intentions here, for his feelings and intentions towards you. But like I said, old habits are dying hard is the general energy here. And so it's like, it's not going to be this fix overnight, truthfully. Lexi Ray, I would never, ever, ever like have you use your last dollar on me. Oh my gosh, girl. I do mini readings. I'll be back tomorrow with some. But please, please, please do not spend, girl, I know what it's like to have no money in your account. Please do not spend it on me. But I will be doing mini readings tomorrow. I do them periodically throughout the week. I even did the other day readings for $5. So you just gotta be here when the sale is going on. You think James is toxic-ish? I would agree with that to a certain extent. It's like he's unapologetic in his toxicity, though. It's like he really doesn't own it, which is like, what are you doing? Like, I think he feels if he owns his toxicity, then it's not as bad. Because I see him like willing to just tell people. He might even tell, like, for instance, he's in love with you, Beauty. He may tell this other girl he's hooking up with that he's in love with someone else. Like, and she's gonna be like, okay, you know, like I just feel like honestly he owns it so well that like at this point I think that he just isn't ashamed of his bad habits that he has formed over time, and I feel like it is going to be very hard for him to stop this. Oh, Lexi should have spent it on stupid food. Sometimes, you know, we need to be able to live our lives, So as far as feelings go, Beauty, the sun is here, and so he views you as a very warm connection to him. You bring like this warmth, this almost like this hug. It feels very good to him. The thought of you, even, and just your general demeanor, the person that you are, your general essence you bring to the table is like this very what is the word? It's like it's this very gentle embrace and humanness and down to earth and warmth and happiness, sunshine, that kind of thing you bring. But you're also the complete opposite of a pick me, okay? So you know how like they talk about that pick me energy where it's just like you can tell someone's really trying to make fetch happen. They're really trying to make something happen with someone. But it's like you're not. You're like, please do not pick me if this isn't going to be how it's going to be. And I feel like that also brings a level of respect to you from his perspective. He respects that. He just really feels like you're rare, like you're one of a kind. That's the thing, Beauty, is like it would be very hard for you to have a friendship with this person, because I feel like he would constantly be in your pocket, like saying sexual things to you, like telling you how beautiful you are, telling you how much he wants you, how much he misses you, how much whatever. And I truly feel like that is honest. Like, he is telling you what he truly feels. But at the same time, if it's not going to manifest further than that, to a point where it's committed and exclusive, I just feel like that's not what you're interested in. You'd rather not entertain it, and I support that. Spirit is here with the High Priestess saying you need to follow your intuition on this situation. So I feel like you're getting confirmations here in this reading that you've been wanting. Honestly, I feel like he's going to keep trying to come back to you, Beauty. I think until you're able to actually like stop, block, move on, and maybe even invest in someone new, I feel like this person's going to keep trying to come around. I feel like he's going to keep testing it, keep seeing what he can do, because even though he truly does think very highly of you, and to whatever extent he understands loves you, I still feel like he has almost like addictions to hooking up and being with other people and investing, involving himself with other people. It's like he has a hard time seeing that the grass is green on his side. He's always got to see what else is out there. And I think that, like I said, that habit is going to die hard for him. Like, it's going to take a long time if he ever gets there. Yeah. And no, that's fine. I mean, it's definitely fine to be nosy and see how you're feeling. Lots of Leo energy here. We got two. We got the Strength and the Sun card. Oh, and even in this card, we have a lion. So, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. The lion, the Leo, and the Sun is also the Leo. Lots of major arcana cards at the bottom of the deck here. Oh, he has addictions with alcohol, among other things. Okay, so that could be why the devil's in the center of the reading, because the devil talks about everything that stops you from being the best version of yourself. It's all these human pleasures, things that grant you instant gratification, even at detriment of long-term satisfaction. And it can be things like, addictions, negative thought patterns, bad habits, codependencies. Like, literally, if you think anything that we fall prey to as human beings, and it's like something that we want to continue to lavish and enjoy because of that instant gratification, despite how much it can hurt us in the long run, like, that's the devil energy. And it seems like that's, what he's going through at this time. Oh, you said he's a Libra? I don't remember if I saw any Libra energy in there, but Libras are charmers. Libras are actually a lot like Leos. Like, there's all the signs, for the most part, have another sign that's a lot like them. And I would say Leos and Libras are very similar. They're both very charismatic, very charming, into like compliments. They do like the upscale type of thing. So they're definitely kind of bougie in a way when it comes to displays of affection. They're romancers. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of similarities with Leos and Libras. But I can't remember if I specifically saw a Libra card in that reading. So we're going to move on for you, Beauty, for a general career. He said the thing with James, he always tells me he loves me. I don't see how. This is how. This is how, beauty. Because everyone's perspective of love is different. And some people's perspective of love is skewed. And some people love you to the extent of the capacity that they know how, that they know best. However, his perspective of love is not what you view it. So you might view love as being in alignment with someone, sharing your life with someone, being committed to them, being exclusive to them, being enough for someone that they don't have to go find it somewhere else. His perspective of love may just be what he saw as a representation to him when he was younger, as he was growing up. Maybe he has stronger feelings for you than he ever has for anybody else. It's not love. It could be infatuation, it could be lust, it could be desire, and it could be the strongest of those things that he's ever felt for someone he feels towards you. Therefore, he says that that's love, but it's not. It's so someone can say that they love you, but it's their perception of what love is. And I think that people have a hard time with that because they're like, it's not love if da 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 da. And I'm like, no, because I think it's valid if that person tells you that they love you, that they love you as much as they know how. But it's not the same kind of love that you're looking for. And to be honest, it's not necessarily love as we understand it, objectively speaking, but it is the highest capacity that they have felt for someone, therefore they call it love. So it all depends on what the perception is. So he has never known love to be selfless or unconditional or exclusive or committal. You know what I mean? He's never experienced that. Either it's never been shown to him or he's never experienced it for himself. Therefore, this is the highest level of feelings that he understands it to be. He calls it love. I hope that that makes sense. So I don't want you to think that by him saying that he loves you, but he's not showing it, doesn't mean that he doesn't love you the way that he knows how to love. It's just he doesn't know a higher vibration of that. He doesn't understand a selfless, unconditional way to love. He's never done it, never felt it, never experienced it. So yeah, I hope that that made sense. All right, so for beauty, we're gonna do a general on career for beauty. Beauty wants to know, give us some general information here. You're welcome. Trust me, girl. This is why I say I specialize in love and romance, because I have been through the whole spectrum of it all. I've been where you are. I have been where I am now. I've been everywhere in between. I've been in puppy love. You know what I mean? Like, I have been through so much when it comes to love and relationships that I've just acquired this understanding as time goes on. But yeah, it's sometimes the messages that come through me, I know it's not my original thought. I know it's spirit guiding me and explaining it. Do you want to do a general in your career? Do you want to put a timing on it? Do you want to do like through the rest of this year? Or are you seeking advice through something specific? Or do you just kind of want to see what comes out? What information we get, like a freestyle? Okay. Let's do a freestyle. Okay, so beauty, I am seeing that your ultimate destination in your career is to be the boss. This could be your own business. This could be CEO, right? This could be just continual promotions until you're the top ranked management. But basically, it's your ultimate destiny in your career to be the one in charge. I feel like if you find yourself in a position where you can no longer climb, where you can no longer be promoted, I'm getting that you need to find something else to do. Now, of course, we all have things that we need to do in the meantime to get to where we are. Sacrifices are made and career changes are made and things like that. And a lot of times you have to see things play out to kind of know where you're going. But if you ever find yourself in a career or a place, a position at your job where you feel like there's no more room for growth, that is your time to know that it's time for you to leave. It's time for you to go. Ultimately, I feel like you are supposed to love your career. You're supposed to enjoy your career. You're never supposed to dread your job. No, is it always going to be butterflies and rainbows and sparkly days? No, you are going to have your hard times for sure. But I think ultimately, as a whole, you're never supposed to dread your job. You're always supposed to feel passionate about it, feel like you actually really love it, that you're proud of it. This is something you're supposed to have through the end of your time. So, your end of your career journey till you get to retirement, you're supposed to get to the point where you are at the top. You're the one in charge of other people, in charge of all the other moving parts. And it's actually something that when someone says, hey, what do you do? And you say, oh, I do this, you're very proud of it. You're not ashamed of it. You don't feel like, I don't know. It's like executive here. It's like CEO. It's like manager or like regional manager. I don't know. It's something here where it's like, you are the head of day-to-day operations. You're not the moving parts within the company that get the job done. You're the part that oversees it. And that's where I see you at some point. I see you yeah, I feel like, and I almost feel like that you know that, beauty. Like, I almost feel like you know that that's where you're supposed to be. Like, as I'm saying these things, you're like, yeah, I am. Like, there are some people who are leaders and there's some people who aren't. I feel like you have the ambition and dedication, understanding, and maybe even experience of leadership. And I feel like you know what I'm saying to you to be true. You know that you're meant to run a company, not be one of the pieces that help get it there. Everyone has its place, everyone has its part, everyone's job is important. But I feel like you know that you're supposed to be at the top. Your job was never to be making, inadequate pay or anything like that. You need to constantly be climbing, making more. Life is not supposed to be hard for you in your career department. Oh, and as I'm saying, you know this to be true. The High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is telling me that it's okay for you to earn your way to the top. It's okay for you to have to do your entry level stuff, and work your way. But if you feel like you get to a point in your job where this isn't serving you anymore, there's no more room for growth, you've hit your ceiling, it's time to, even if it's in the same field, it's time to move on to a different job, because the whole point of your career is to be the person at the top. And so if it's no longer serving you anymore, you've got to go. So that's the basic, like, big screaming message that I'm getting here in this reading. You said, I honestly Oh, wait, hold on. I missed a couple of things. I've been applying and getting nowhere. I like my job, but the pay sucks. Yeah, for sure. I actually remember you telling me that. I honestly think me dealing with James is a part of why I can't move anywhere. He's blocking my abundance. Oh, shit. Did you just have that realization? Did you just have that epiphany just now? Or is that something you've known for a while? He said, yeah, I felt that for a while. Every time I see a little glimpse and he comes around, it's gone. Oh shit, beauty. He might be. He might be blocking your abundance. And I think I know why. I think it's because your focus then shifts to something else where maybe the career, and that could be part in why you specifically asked this question, is that this needs to be your focus. And this coming around causes a distraction for you, and then your energy shifts to something else. And the second that it does that, then you're not focused on this other thing anymore, and that can cause a block by association. So not necessarily saying that he's the one causing your problems. I don't think he put like a spell or something on you per se, but it definitely could just be a shift in your focus that's causing that block. And you probably see it like every time he comes around, something happens. It feels like I'm blocked. It feels like I can't see. And that would actually make a lot of sense. Because we know our thoughts are energy. And hey, positive vibes. I see you asked a question, hun. I am actually done with my free list, so I do apologize for that. If you want the question answered, you can donate $3 to my Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Link is in the pinned comment. Or if you're not already following me on Instagram or TikTok, you can follow me and I'll answer the question for you. Just need to release them. I feel that is probably for the best, beauty. I would agree. And actually, I see it as a collective. A lot of people, if they're not with them at this point in this time, then they're releasing them right now. So it's almost like everyone kind of came to an understanding, I would say, maybe in like August, September, that if they're not with the person they're supposed to be with, or they think they're supposed to be with, if they're not physically together, then they need to move on from that person. It's almost like a collective thing. That everyone had like a due date, like a deadline. If we're not together by now, we've got to break it off, kind of thing. I do actually, and it's actually a part of your career reading because I see the Six of Swords here. So the Six of Swords is the general energy of I've been through a lot of shit. I've been through a complicated. Oh my god! And I just actually made the connection that the Six of Swords was the last card of his reading too. But this talks about having a very complicated journey. Where you're coming from is very rocky. It actually depicts water being like very rocky and wavy and turbulent behind the boat, and then you're moving towards a stream, just something nice, just like gentle waves, like nothing crazy. And it really talks about a necessary rite of passage where you are leaving a situation that 100% needs to be left in the past and moving forward to calmer waters. So this is like letting go of things that are no longer serving you, that you've been attached to for quite some time. But it's like only until you realize that you need to let it go and you actually make the decision to do so, you can't have a Six of Swords. You'll keep going back to the Five of Swords conflict. But once you let it go, then you move on. You said, wow, this is real. I know. I really feel like beauty, I don't know what it is about this time. Like this time right now, in this moment, it feels like alignment for you. Like it feels like out of all the times you've ever been like, I'm really going to let this go, like this is the time right now where I think you really are like, no, seriously, I need to take my energy off of this. Like it probably will take a little bit of grace for yourself and understanding that for you too, old habits will die hard. You'll want to know about them. You'll want to blah, 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 blah. But I really feel like you're going to get to the point where you're going to really stop wondering, stop trying to put your energy on this. I really feel like this is the turning point here for you in this relationship and in this time in your life. You said you applied for so many jobs within the company. Wait, and you're going nowhere? Oh, and you get nowhere. You get nowhere. I definitely feel like this was a necessary step for you, but I don't know if it was like a lesson or if the experience that you needed or something. But I just feel like if you're not getting anywhere, you need to move on. If you feel like you're not going to move up, if there's a place, like let's just put it this way, if there's another job that you can have at some point that gives you the same experience that you like, basically the same field that you're in, that you move towards, because you obviously made this decision, you know, educated. Like you were like, this is what I need to be doing because I need to be in this field. If there is another company that maybe you can leave this one and go do that and have the same experience, but maybe in this other company you have more room for expansion, that might help if there is that opportunity somewhere. You love working for the state, it's just hard and they move so slow. Jeez, what do you do? Is it like social work or something like that? Oh, the health department. That's cool. You said this is along the lines of what you have a degree in. I'm trying to recall. So yeah, it seems, I mean, I don't really know. I don't want to be speaking out of turn, but is it like going to be hard to find a job like this in another way? Like through another company or something? Is this like the one and only? My hope is that maybe you're just where you need to be right now, but then something else is going to open up for you. You said you applied at a hospital and doctor's offices. Do you get to work from home out of curiosity? Not that this has anything to do with the reading, but I've been in an interview and James will be nowhere in the pic and then he comes afterwards and you hear nothing. Oh my God. That is so weird. That's happened to you multiple times. That's crazy. That is so crazy. That's awesome though. Not like what happens with the interviews, but like the fact that you can work from home. So now it's thinking him blocking the abundance. Well, maybe you need to block him before he can block you. That is, I mean, I believe it, but that's still crazy though. I've seen people do that in other people's lives for sure. A lot of people are like, oh, did this person put a spell on me? I'm like, no, but they got some heavy negative energy on you, that's for sure. And I thought thoughts are energy. Like, that's one thing people don't realize. Like, what you put your thoughts, attention and thoughts into, that becomes your whole world. It can even make you paranoid because of how much you're allowing your thoughts to consume you and take over. Thoughts are energy, and like, they can really manifest in physical forms. I mean, think about it. Think about mental health. Like, think about how that manifests in people's lives physically, how it makes them look, how it makes them physically feel, what it does to them, what it makes them want to do to themselves. Like, if that doesn't prove to you that thoughts are energy, I don't know what does. So definitely block him. Block him from your life, at least until you can get to where you want to be, and then go from there. But I don't know, that's just crazy. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. And I do tell people, like, honestly, getting readings is definitely extending your energy towards that person, because you're wanting to know what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and you're back into that mode of allowing them in to your little bubble. And despite the fact that I make a career of doing readings, I'm always wanting y'all's well-being to be first. So if that means that I don't see you guys for a little while, then so be it. I would much rather you guys take that break that's much needed for your own sanity and your own abundance. Yeah. Well, thanks, Beauty. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm probably going to do a last call here soon. Anybody who wants a reading should probably speak now or forever hold your peace. But I will be back tomorrow. Yes, what's meant to be will be. Exactly. Que sera, sera. Hey Gina, how are you? We have a couple spots open. We are actually doing last call right now, but I am happy to read for you if you would like me to do that. I got it. I'm ready whenever you are. Ooh, I like the questions that you ask, Gina. You're always like so deep with it. Okay, so what do you need to know from your shadow? I'm trying to think of what deck I want to use with this. I have the Work Your Light, which I feel like can ask a lot of shadow questions, honestly. So let me see if I get anything from this deck. All right, so let's just kick it off with this deck, and I'll dig into it a little further. I have your second question as well. Thank you. All right, messages from Gina's shadow, please. Messages from Gina's shadow. What does Gina need to know at this time, please? So however this works, Gina, I heard I'm proud. I feel like, I don't know if you've been working on your heart center, but that's been activated. I feel like your shadow feels vindicated in some way, as if you've really been trying to pay attention to these things and work on these things. So it's a sense of pride. Now that could be from your higher self, in regards to the work that you've been doing, but that's just a message that came through. So this card talks about the fact that you're breaking the cycle. So it could be breaking the cycle ancestrally, with ancestral patterns. It could be also just the people in your lives right now in general. The cycles that you've built maybe through like your feminine generations, or like family patterns or things, but things are being broken, things are being healed. And I am getting that you are rewriting the future. So I would say keep working on that, because as you know, and the only way to do that is through your shadow work. Oh, you said you have been healing your heart, definitely paying more attention as well. I love that. So I did talk about the female generational cycles that you have been going through, maybe in regards to your relationship with food, relationship with money, relationship with relationships. You know what I mean? I feel like you almost have been carrying the weight of your ancestors, your feminine ancestors, into this life. I feel like they're looking at you, they're very proud of you. They're proud of how far you've come. They're proud and excited for the life that you live right now. But I feel like also just breaking that cycle has been so healing, and it's created like this ripple effect. We also have Sisterhood of the Rose. So like I said, there's a lot of feminine surrounding you. You have a lot of feminine energy. I feel like you do have a masculine around you, Spiritual Gina, but I feel like a lot of the time when you are trying to do this generational healing, it's like all the women come around you. It talks about beauty and devotion. It says the priestess, you are the priestess, the high priestess, you are the mystic and the teacher. We also have that your guidance is divinely guided with the Akasha. I personally have no understanding of how to tap into Akashic records or just Akasha in general and have that knowledge. I feel like I do it involuntarily. I just receive this information without being able to necessarily control how I get it. But Spirit is saying that you have a more natural, like intrinsic, innate way of being able to tap into this more than other people. So you do get information, and it's definitely more for probably just healing of people in general and healing the world. You're able to see things a little bit before it actually happens. It's a bit prophetic, but it's almost like to allow for this like reverberation of love throughout the world. So it's almost like speaking with you, and just you generally as a person, you speak love into other people, and therefore it becomes one of those what do you call it, pay it forward kind of things, and you don't even realize that you're doing it. So we have Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. I've got to say, Spiritually Gina, of course, everyone has the shadow side, everyone has that balance, but it's almost like your light and dark is coming more into alignment than you realize. I feel as though your higher self is saying you have very little shadow work to do moving forward, because you've spent a lot of time in deep healing. Of course, there is still more work to be done, but there's a lot less than you realize. Saying that you are the oracle, so that is very much in line with what I've been talking about. Okay, let's see. Okay, so shadow self, who or what is triggering you? Do you feel like you can see someone doing something and they're just like minding their own business, doing their own thing, but something about what they're doing bothers you? So whenever you feel triggered, I'm getting that it's time to look within, it's time to reflect, it's time to see like what could be making you feel that way. and then try to change that narrative and that perspective if you can. Because I feel like those triggers are your shadow self trying to manifest into something more physical in your reality. But there's obviously anything that's triggering you, there's a root, there's a reason why it's there, and it's important that you analyze that for further healing of the shadow self. Warrior Woman is here. Okay, so I just saw you said something in the chat. You said, I have spent time for sure, was just wondering about my overall progress. Haha, I know it's not about the linear time path, which is so funny because you're like, I just was wondering about my overall progress. And I'm over here like, you've done a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I would say it's a very small percentage of work that still needs to be done. And you're so young. And so the fact that you've achieved this extent of enlightenment that you have so far in your life just goes to show you are literally going to be no one to fuck with. Like, no one is going to want to mess with you, because at a certain point, you're going to be just like the highest version of yourself. You're going to be able to tap into Akasha. You're going to be able to be prophetic. You're going to be able to, and at this point, you already are doing these things, but it's going to be like you are going to be at the highest level. You know what I mean? And you're almost going to be like this wisdom that passes things on also to future generations as well. But Spirit is saying, have you answered your deepest calling? Are you working on that? Do you know what your deepest calling is? Are you getting there? Are you working your way to that? We also have get grounded. So this could just be beneficial to you in general, just on a human level, is to get more grounded. I know it's something that I can work on for sure. It's literally could just be going and planting your feet outside in the grass, walking barefoot more often, things like that, or do more grounding techniques. I'm very much myself a dreamer. I'm constantly thinking of creative ideas, inspiration, things like that. I'm always thinking the things, but I'm never doing the things. And so if you find that you're doing a lot more thinking than you are doing, it's time to get us back down to earth, so to speak. So this is talking about your empathic side, your sensitive side, and the way that you connect with nature. I also have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. I think that you definitely trust the universe, but you're very pragmatic. And so at the same time, you want to make sure that you have control, or as much control as you possibly can. It's definitely giving Virgo vibes. But I also feel like it's important for you to understand it's important to also take a break, because a lot of the times you're like, what can I do? How can I do better? How can I work on this? And I think that's absolutely 100% astounding, admirable, amazing, magnificent. I think that it's just completely brilliant for you to come in here and continually like asking questions, wanting to work on yourself. I think a lot of times Spirit's like, give yourself a pat on the back for what you've done so far, though. You know what I mean? Like, allow yourself to enjoy and relish in where you've come, because for you, I feel like a lot of it's like, what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next. And that also can be shadow work, because why do you feel like you constantly have to be doing something? That's something that can be analyzed as well. You said, I'm always in a creative mood, which is great because that's inspiration. I think that's beautiful. Was just saying that I need to be more action oriented. Oh my God, that's crazy. Mom is a Virgo, and you learn a lot from her. You know, you learn a lot from her. You have a lot of your maybe even just your perspectives, the way that you view things, the way that you view the world, the way that you've been raised and brought up and conditioned in your beliefs and your morals, and all that stuff could have been very much just firsthand passed down to you. And now it's the point where you have to realize, like, is this a part of who I am and want to keep it? Or is this something that I need to shed? Because not always, you know, our parents are human too. And we've got to understand that, like, they didn't always do things the best way, or view things the best way, or show us the best way. And so it's up to us to distort that, shake that, break that, shatter it, you know? So you said, I'm always like, go, go, go for sure. Like, that's a learned behavior. constantly feeling like you need to be doing something or it's not enough, that's a learned behavior. Whether it's because it was represented to you, you saw someone hardworking, it could have been your mom or another parent or another guardian of some sort that constantly felt like they needed to be doing, going, and therefore you don't understand any other reality but to also do those things. But that's not the way we're supposed to live either. So yeah, just some things to think about. I think this was a really beautiful reading. I'm actually learning a lot for myself too. So thank you for getting that reading. I really appreciate that. Okay, so the next question is, will I meet someone before my birthday in October? So you are Libra? Are you late October? Scorpio? It was. I loved it. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so second question. Let's do... Well, I'm going to ask the question with the riders, but I do want to do the reading itself with the light seers. Will I meet someone before my birthday in October? Scorpio, late October. Ah, that's fun. Will I meet someone before my birthday in October? This is for Spiritually Gina. Please show me a yes or a no. Will Gina meet someone? Romantic interest, I believe you're asking. Will Gina meet a romantic interest before her birthday in October next month? Will Gina meet someone before her birthday in October next month? Please show me a yes or a no for Spiritually Gina, please. Oh, I got a no. I got a no with a 10 of... Oh, these are lots of no's here. Shit. Those are all no's. I am getting a no for that timeline. But let's extend this reading a little bit. Well, Spiritually Gina meets someone before the end of the year. A romantic interest before the end of this year, 2022. Show me a yes or a no, please. You're laughing. I think it could be before the end of the year. Yes. Page of Pentacles. Show me a time frame, please. When will this person meet Gina? When will Gina meet this romantic interest? Give me a timeline, please. All right, so I am getting, it can be anywhere from... Whoa, that's interesting. I'm trying to understand how to read this. I feel like it could be within 6 months. Within 6 months. Spirit is saying, yes, it's possible something new will happen before the beginning of the end of the year. It's like really fresh, really new. Not really much is developed. I got the page. We are in September, so October, November, December, January, February, March. I think it would be within 6 months. I think you're gonna meet someone within 6 months. That's what I'm gonna go with. Six months. Okay, so I'm looking at my timing though, Gina, and to be more specific, it's 6 months to a year. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's always so conflicting, these cards, because I have to go with my own intuition, but also Spirit knows I'm going to look at my chart. All right. Let's get some information on this person. How will Gina recognize them? Ooh. First off, that's a great picture to see right off the bat. We have the King of Wands. Okay, so they could be an entrepreneur, manager of some sort. They are artsy, they are creative, they are passionate. They'll be ready to commit. They're a friend first before a lover. But they are a lover. I feel like they are going to want to commit to you for sure. So yeah, I think you'll recognize them by the energy that they give off. They're very authority. They might actually tell you that their career is something that they started on their own, or that they're head of some type of company. They're balanced, they're curious, they're grounded. Again, they're passionate, they're confident, they're attractive, they're patient. They treat their body really well also. Their body is like a temple to them. Yeah, they could travel as well. Yay! Oh, Gina predicted it as well. That's so exciting. I speak, you were like, I remember you told me, because I was like, no, there's something like legit gonna happen like around the fall time. Like I just feel like after August, I wish I could go back to those readings and you were like, no, you confirmed it. That time was right. And I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. See, we've all been telling you. They do me so dirty in love. Yes, I can't wait until he does. So yeah, give it at least like the timing, give it like up to a year. But I feel like it could, I mean, to me that feels soon though. Like I don't know if that feels soon to you, but a year sounds soon to me. It's funny too because you got Scorpio, 6 of Cups vibes, which is pretty funny as well. Timing, it's one of those things where I just have to rely on my intuition and like not question it. All right, Gina, thank you so much for your donation. So we're going to do one last round of last call. And then I will sign off and I'll be back tomorrow. It will be what it is. That's so funny because someone else said that as well. Like, whatever will be, will be. I'm like, yeah. Que sera, sera. I speak, and Gina, I hope you have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you guys for all the donations tonight. It's been awesome. It's been fun. It's been chill. I've loved it. I will talk to you guys really soon.